Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the look I'm going to be doing for you today. It's inspired by Rosie Huntingdon Whiteley's makeup for the Golden Globes.
Right here, Rosie. Right here, Rosie.
I already did one Golden Globes look, which was Olivia Wilde's, but that was more of like a smoky eye. So I really wanted to do this one because I thought it would be quite easy to recreate as well. Please subscribe if you want to be notified of when I post my next video, and I'll put all the links to my Instagram and my website below if you want to check out any of my other work. But yeah, thank you very much for watching and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I first prepped my skin with the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturiser and MAC's Natural Radiance Primer, which I use all the time. Now I decided to use face and body because it looked like Rosie had like a sheer to medium coverage foundation on. And I'm going to use this brush, which is a 163, I think, which is normally for powder, but it works really well with face and body foundation, which is what I learned when I worked at MAC. Now I know you're thinking that this shade is too warm for me, but I wanted to just go a shade up, just so that it looked really golden and tanned. At this point I kind of realised it is maybe a bit too olivey for me, so I used Custard shade NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which kind of has a pink undertone just to balance out the goldenness. I look so angry. And taking a damp beauty blender, using Fix Plus to dampen it, and just blending that all in. And then I'm just pressing it all over the rest of my skin as well, just so it looks really nice and airbrushed and nice and smooth. Now here I use the Smashbox Lip Plumper, just so that my lips get nice and plump whilst I'm doing the rest of my makeup. Now for the eyebrows, first I like to brush them upwards, and now Rosie has really long, kind of really straight eyebrows. So I've really defined the bottom first, as you can see in this image, and then I'm just going to brush the rest of the powder up. Yeah, as I said, hers are really nice and long and arch out really far back, so I'm just kind of recreating that look. And I'm using the Omega MAC eyeshadow, which is like my perfect eyebrow shade. Now taking Speed Brow, which is a Benefit Brow Gel, and really you want to push the hairs towards the inner corner. We're going to brush them all upwards and then brush the other hairs straight back towards your hairline to really recreate the look of her eyebrows, which are incredible. Now just to really emphasise and define the shape of the straightness of the bottom of her eyebrow, just going with some concealer on both sides, and then I blended that out before putting on my eye primer. So I'm using Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC. Now next I'm using the So Hollywood eyeshadow stick from NARS, which you can kind of see on my hand there. I'm running this all over my eyelid up to my crease. I really, really love this shade. Then I'm just using a 239 brush just to kind of press it in, just adding a bit more on top. Now using Sculpt, which I'll use later to contour with, I'm using as my crease shade. Going in first with a 217 brush. Oh no, that was a 219 brush, sorry. And now I'm blending out with a 217. Doing the same on the other side. This powder blends amazingly and is really good to use on your eyes. Next I'm taking a Sisley eyeshadow. This is in the shade Pearl, and I'm just going to press over the NARS eyeshadow stick. I'll be using this eyeshadow again later as a highlighter. Now on Rosie, they use the same eyeshadow on her lid as they did for her highlighter, so I'm just copying that there. And taking a small smudger brush, I'm just kind of connecting my crease eyeshadow to my lash line by just filling in the outer corner, sorry, with the same eyeshadow. And then just blending it out again, so it's all nice and blended out and smooth. No harsh edges. Now she did have a little bit of eyeliner on, not a lot, just a kind of a thin line over her top lash line. So I'm just using Inglot's gel liner in the shade 77. Really thin towards the inner corner, but not going all the way towards the inner corner. And then making it just slightly thicker towards the outer, just to create more of an almond shape. Now I'm just curling my lashes. And using the Benefit Rollerlash mascara. I always like to put mascara on before false eyelashes. Some people don't, but I think because my eyelashes are blonde, I sort of have to. Now using the Ardell Demi Wispies, I kind of cut off the outer end, just one section of it, and place this first bit down. And then just adding that extra little bit on top just to add more of a wispy effect. So doing the same on the other side. Then adding that last little out corner bit that I cut off, slightly further in, just to create more of an all over wispy effect as just being elongated in the corners. Now I'm just taking a little bit of the eyeshadow I used on my eyebrows just to run along my bottom lash line. And then I put on a tiny little bit of brown mascara on my bottom lashes as well. I forgot to put that in. Now contouring with the same eyeshadow shade I used earlier. With a Real Techniques contour brush, my favourite contouring brush. So just defining my cheekbones first and then going all around my head. So around my forehead, onto my temples, along my jawbone, the usual. Just giving a really nice all over bronzy golden look that she had. Next, taking my cream colour base highlighter from MAC. I'm just popping this all along my cheekbone and then blending in with my fingers as well. Running along my cupid's bow just to kind of really make my lips look more full. Trying to get that Rosie Huntingdon Whiteley lip. Next, taking that Sisley eyeshadow again and using it as my highlighter. And then taking it on my finger just to fill in that cupid's bow again. Right, so I lined my lips really softly with a shade called Nice and Spicy. And then I blended it in with my finger because I didn't want it to look like a really harsh lip liner. I just wanted it to look like I'm just slightly overdrawn my lip. Now I'm filling in with a lipstick called Faux from MAC. Again, using my finger because I don't want it to be really heavy colour. I just want it to look really nice and natural. And then going back over with my lip plumper. And to finish it off, spraying with Fix Plus, just to add to that really dewy radiance. I probably should have added powder, but I'm not a big powder girl, so I just went with the dewy glow. So just taking my hair down, brushing it out. So I already curled it earlier with a pair of straighteners. And just brushing it so it's nice and smooth. Now using the Label M Volume Texturising Spray. This is great if you have really thin hair like I do. Really adds a lot of volume and texture to your hair. And then just taking Elnett hairspray just to kind of smooth down the top so that all the volume is in the bottom end of your hair. And this is the finished look. Cue a long sequence of me posing, which I can't look back at because it really makes me cringe. But I really hope you like the look. I love it. Obviously, it looks better on Rosie Huntingdon Whiteley, but I was feeling it. I'll put all the information below, my website and my Instagram. If you want to check out any of my other work, please subscribe so that you get notified of when I post my next videos. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and watching, and hope you have a really good day or night, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you soon.